What is your name?
My name is Ramin. My family name is Rahimi.
And where do you live?
I live in Tehran, the capital city of Iran. Has the border with Afghanistan and Pakistan. South, the Persian Gulf, opposite the Caspian Sea.
And how did you come onto this path of the master?
Well, the story is sort of complicated. When I was 13 or 14, if I'm not wrong, I saw something. I had a vision.
Was it a dream?
No, it wasn't a dream. It was just a light that appeared to me in my room at the door. It was like 2 or 3 p.m. Then he talked to me. And this was the first actually impression that I got. Yeah.
And what did you think about that impression?
Since I had the background from my father and my grandfather, they were in this Sufism and Iranian mysticism. So I had the whole frame of thought and philosophy. But then from that time, since then I started following more severely. And then by chance, a family friend gave me a book by one of the masters, Kirpal Singh, disciples. So that was the start of my path. And I started getting the information from all those books.
So what drove you to come here at Kirpal Sagar?
By the time I actually studied all those books, I knew there was something more I was missing. So I started searching. This goes back to 5 years ago. So I already knew many things. Since I didn't know the name of the master, I had no clues, no information. I started searching, and I searched lots of videos and watched many videos online. Then by chance I came up to a video of Master Kirpal Singh, and also the opening of this place in 2007. So that was the first actually impression that I got from Master and this place. And then I started following up to here after 5 years. I read all the books by Master and by his master, Baba Sant Singh, and I collected all the videos and photos and the recordings. And after 4 years, I decided to travel to India to come and see this place for myself.
When was the first time you came to Kirpal?
Actually, it was 7 months ago. I was here in June 1st, and I didn't know this place at all, so I thought this is a temple and I have to visit the temple and get a hotel somewhere. By the time I was here, so everything was ready, and I was pretty much surprised to see this place is a very, everything is prepared before. Yeah.
And as soon as you come in here, did you notice, I don't know, there seems to be a great peace as soon as you enter Kirpal Sagar that you don't find anywhere.
Let me give you this answer from the end. Now I'm here, I really don't want to go back to my country, because I cannot find the peace and find the energy and vibration that I have here. Out there, where that is all about material life and hustle and bustle of the city, but here as if I'm in heaven.
Internal peace.
Yeah.
Yes. So you went to the Saroba. How did you feel inside the Saroba, which is the most holiest place in Kirpal Sagar?
I heard a sentence by Master Kirpal Singh said, I heard this from Bahaji, Dr. Harbhajan Singh. He said this place is going to be the holiest place in the world after some time. So now, referring to his statement, I found this spiritual tranquility here, like I am at home. Yeah, this is
home.
yeah,
Back home.
yeah, back home, really.
Yeah.
that gives me the feeling, no overstatement. Yeah.
But what I find here, I don't know if you have the same type of feeling, is that as soon as you enter the Sarupa especially, there is such a power, the almighty power, as if he's sitting right there, and just giving out the grace all over. That's how...
I feel the same way. When I talk to everyone, all the disciples, my master, directly or indirectly initiated, they repeat this sentence, which is very beautiful for me, that we try or we see Master in every angle we look. So I try to remember this with myself, that all this place, from the landscape, from the animals, from the place, from the concrete wall, floor, everywhere, he's there, he's everywhere. So
you see him
yeah,
in every
exactly.
Cell that's around you.
This is the point. For me, exceptionally, it's a little different, because with the teachings I have received in my own country and with the culture, so these things are much beyond thinking of my people. So coming to this place was an exceptional opportunity for me, because once I told one of my friends that if you measure the probability of this incident, then it goes down to zero, but it happened. That I was elsewhere in another country, I had no clues, no information, and now I'm here with my other brothers and sisters, and it's like a miracle for me.
It really is. It's like one big family, like we're all one. Yeah.
Definitely. So, at first I thought this is a place I was going to visit, but now that I'm here for the second time, I realize that it's not just a place to visit. I can live here because as if my soul is touching something. This is what I'm feeling especially this time. And this is the reason why I'm going to be here more frequently, because it's like a refuge for me from all the things that is happening in my life and in my country.
And from Iran, that's very rare to have somebody here that has that type of yearning, awareness, and love for God, for the Almighty power.
The reason is people from all countries, they are actually living up with certain scripture and way of thinking and religion. What Master Kirpal Singh gave us was very comprehensive, very profound, that includes all religion and thoughts and everything. That's what the symbols are telling us, that all the religions here are gathered together, and there is one concept of understanding that is truth. Yeah. This is it. I was fortunate to find all these things. And now I understand, when I look back, I realize that this was Master's decision. Because when you measure each part, each step that I took, now I look back, it was all managed, it was all coordinated.
Perfectly.
It wasn't me, it was someone else, directing the whole thing.
Or just puppets.
Yeah. The previous time I came here, I was going to visit different places. To India. I was going to different places, and then this was my last stop. But, by chance I couldn't find a flight to North India, and it all turned in a way that I came here in the first place. And I didn't go anywhere. I stayed here for the whole time. And
nobody wants to leave when they're here.
And I went back home. From here I didn't visit anywhere, also this time. Yeah.
That is, so you have a lot of yearning inside for God, for unity, for love, for
Yeah.
to find your soul.
Definitely, you can say that again. At first, I thought that Master Kirpal Singh is trying to, attract people from the outer, by the outer activities. But then I realized that Master is penetrating inside each person and brings him here, or brings her here, yeah. This is what I just found out, that Master is actually catching everyone from inside, like pull the person here, yeah, exactly, one by one. When I saw Master in my room, then I realized it was him. I started a painting on a piece of wood to bring down what I saw. Then things happened more and more, and the most interesting part was that when about 5 years ago, I saw Master's video and I saw this place, which was open back in 2007. I started seeing Master in my dreams, and I talked to him as I'm talking to you now. It was like a beginning for me. Then I realized it was not me only looking for him. He was after me from a long time ago. Yeah. Then I realized all those things I saw in my dreams, and some of them were visions and insights. It was him all the time, hanging around. Yeah. The thing I'm doing right now is just trying to get myself closer to all these people in one place, and above all, Master. Because now it's like I feel him much stronger, and it's like it's touchable for me. It's becoming more and more touchable. I have been trying to elaborate on this for many of my friends back in my country. Some of them could accept the whole idea, some of them couldn't. So I tried to choose different tools and different things to convince them about the whole thing, since I have a very strong belief in Master and his philosophy and his mission. I'm very much interested in poems. So you know that in Iran we have lots of poets, and all of them more or less have been saints. You can, such as, for example, we have Maulana, which his given name is Rumi, and also Hafiz Shirazi, which Master also mentioned. Yes, their poems in his books, especially the book God Man. And so since I read Master's books, now I have this, I have the glasses, I have, as if I know the alphabet of spirituality, so I can decode many of these poems, and with the aid of the poems I can prove his teachings for my people. Then they are much more convinced that, okay, Maulana is saying the same thing, Hafiz is saying the same thing, all other poets in Iran are saying the same thing. That's why the poetry is there.
So you make them realize that we're all one. So you give them a common ground for
definitely. Maulana Rumi has a famous poem. He says to his Master and to God in the bigger picture that you were one. I saw thousands. So, and there are lots of examples by these poets, and now that I know everything, what Master taught me I can enjoy reading those books, and I can, analyze them for my family, for my friends, and they are like, wow, that's what it means.
So you have the
Yeah.
true meaning of religion.
Yeah.
That's great.
Furthermore, I want to add at this point that since our holy scripture in Iran is the Quran, this is the beauty of Master's teaching, that now I can find many similarities between all Master's books and all the saints, and also our religious book, Holy Scripture, Quran. There are lots of similarities. I had this, misunderstanding that Quran was something different from what Master said. Now I'm realizing that there are many common points and things which I didn't understand.
Well, that's what Master was here to teach us.
Yeah.
We made the religion, but it should be all one. So,
One thing more.
Opinion, as Baji would say, it's one opinion.
Yeah, let me tell you something. I came here, I didn't know that Dr. Harbhajan Singh is already has already departed. I didn't know anything. Yeah, physically. Then I told myself, okay, I may visit him or perhaps his wife, which is BG. Then it was sort of very upsetting for me that when I arrived here, I realized that all these people have already left. Physically, yes, and I was like very much disappointed. But then I found other people here. I told myself, okay, it makes no difference. Now Master is working through everyone.
You realize that?
Yeah, I realized that.
That's good.
Yeah.
He does want to work with 1,000 hands.
Definitely. So this is going, and in one of my emails to the brothers and sisters, I mentioned that Master's actually powerful hand is the love that he plants like a seed in people's hearts. Then they start coming on their own. And
the yearning is there.
Yeah, the love starts growing up like a magical bean, and it grows like in a very short time. And then I realized that I have a great love for a person who I never saw him. Actually, I missed the chance. So, and then I thought it was only me. When I came here, I realized that, there are many. There are many people in love with him who never saw him. How come this happens? That a person has already left physically, but his love is growing more and more. This is a miracle, and I think this is what Master, when he was here with us, among us physically, tried to do to spread this love among people. And now that he's not between us, this love is growing. Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
More great.
He's with us. I don't see him physically, but he's already with us.
So that's what you call the almighty power.
Yeah,
No other
definitely.
power can do it.
There is another famous poem by Maulana when he comes in contact with God. In one of his poems, he says to God, "Oh God, I am like you," and God answers back, "You are not like me. It's all me. You are not like me. It's all me."
And that's exactly what we are.
Yeah, this is what Master mentioned all the time, that it's all him.
And
then
we're a
we-
drop of him in each one of us.
Yeah. So when a drop is out of the ocean, it's the ocean again. It's a drop, but it's the ocean. It has the same characteristics of the ocean, makes no difference. What we have to do is just to come to this understanding that we have the same what you call it, attributes of what the ocean has, and we just need to go back to that ocean again. This going back is not a sort of traveling, it's just realizing awareness, that what Master said, self-realization and then God realization. So it's just a realization, nothing is happening. You know, a Master again said that we are all already masters, like a treasure that we have inside, but we don't have the key to unlock this treasure.
And it's, where is the key?
Yeah.
It's inside.
Yeah, so we have to, and all the gurus who have come before and went back help a certain number of people to find the keys inside. And again, Baba Sant Singh once a disciple came to him and went down to his feet, prostrating. Then Baba Sant Singh said, "Don't do that in front of me. Stand up, like me, go inside and find your own light." So when a master from the highest order says like this, then it means that we are all the same. Master Kirpal Singh repeats this all the time. We are all one, our purpose is one. Master of the whole creation is one. So that's all we know. What I have been trying to do is to give this vision to other people so that they, like me, like you, like everyone here, can have this touch and understanding of the whole thing and respectively get the benefit. Yeah, because it's like the sun, Master and all masters have been working like the sun. They can get the rays, why not? But unfortunately, many people turn their back to the sun, then they say it's dark. So you just need to turn around and face the sun. Yeah.
It will take time, but it will come. But you said that this will be a place for whole creation. This will be God's place that everybody can come to as a refuge and solace and get the internal peace and joy.
You know, after all, we go where our hearts are.
Correct. As you think, so you become.
Yeah. When you love a person or something, whatever, you try to go near to that thing or the person and be with him all the time. So since this place has been the place for our Master and the Master of the whole creation, so we try to come here from time to time. I was telling one of our friends, our brothers, that I really don't want to go back to my country. Not because of the country, because I feel at home here. And this is no exaggeration. You know, sometimes people try to exaggerate with their emotions. I'm quite actually sensible, and I'm not exaggerating. I feel at home here.
I think everybody who comes in here feels at home, peace, love, unity. It's all here.
Yeah.
You can only get it here.
I heard from some of our brothers and sisters that they were on the way to here like 30 hours. And 30 hours for making such a journey is so long. But see how much yearning they have that they actually undergo all these difficulties and come here just to enjoy every moment in this place. Yeah.
This place has something very special, very powerful for Master.
You know, just to add, when I found Master Kirpal Singh, which I realized he was with me from a long time ago, then I started searching more and more, thanks to the internet and the Unity-of-Man, which I found a website later, because I realized that the video had a logo written Unity-of-Man. Then I started searching for the books, and I found the PDF versions. So I had them all on my phone, and I started studying, not reading, studying the books. You know, I told myself, okay, you have to study the books in a very short time to have the impact on your soul. So I read all books in 10 days. I mean each book in 10 days. Then by the time the year was over, I had studied all the books by Master Kirpal Singh and Singh. So it was like a very big load of information came into me. Yeah.
So you just absorbed it, right?
Very much. But the interesting thing is that, you know, when I came here, I thought with myself that I love Master more than everyone.
Yeah.
Now that I'm here, I just understood that I'm behind everyone. They love him more than me. And it was like a shock. Oh, wow, there are people here that they love Master more than me. You know, and I felt, at first I was sort of discouraged and, you know, felt like I was jealous that these people love him more than me. You know, it's a matter of lover and beloved.
Yes.
Sometimes there is some jealousy. But then I realized that, okay, then I have to try more and do good and be a better person so I can love him as much as other people do.
Well, if he's in you, he's in me, he's in you, he's in everybody. So if we all love each other, he's there.
Yeah.
It's automatic.
This is it. You know, Master said, if you do your best in your life, you stay away from all the bad things and do all the good things. Again, you need the touch of the Master to unlock this path for you.
You need his grace.
Yeah, and without a guru, I mean a Sadguru, it's impossible for a soul to traverse all these spiritual path upward. So, you know, despite the fact that he's not with us physically, I have this self-assurance inside that he's gonna save me. Yeah, that if I cover my own side, then he's like, if I take one step, he's going to take 100 steps. Yeah.
Well, he's the Almighty Power, so he's the Param Sant.
Definitely.
So he is from the highest level. So that is the highest caliber. So he can come and go, manifest.
Yeah.
Here, as Bhaji says, he never leaves this place. You know, so even though he's physically not here, you can actually feel him all the time.
You know, one thing more that I read in also in Master's book, I don't remember the name, that he said he doesn't go to people by chance. Perhaps we have been the initiates of the past life or lives, then he's going to finish, actually accomplish the mission with those who have already been initiated. Because it doesn't happen. Why it doesn't happen to other people? So this background needs to be there in order to have the assistance of Master and all Masters. So I'm very much fortunate that I'm here, and I feel like I have had this assistance from my previous life, and this is the continuation of the same process. Yeah, sometimes you don't have the reasoning, it's just a sort of understanding inside.
It's a direct link.
Yeah, that's it. Actually, if I want to talk about it, it takes like many hours, but I'm very much happy that I have had this blessing, this gift from God, that at least I visited a saint during this life. Because, you know, it happens to everyone that you get tired of all the things, even the pleasures we have, you get tired, as if the soul is tired.
And
So,
you're yearning for something
yeah.
permanent and love and peace.
So now it's like that. I found the shore somewhere that I can throw my anchor. This is Master is like an anchorage that the ships, I mean the souls, can just rest. Yes, and this is the safe place. So this is what I told my mom, that Mom, I did my best. This life is like a very dark jungle. How fortunate I have been that I went behind the right door. I could have been behind many doors, because I didn't accept anyone before this. I never went to any classes. I didn't take anyone as the master. I have the respect for all people, I mean all the humanity, but I never believed that all these so-called masters are masters, so I never went to any of them. He was the first and the last in my life for me. This is it.
He's the permanent one.
Yeah. This is why I say I think I had this actually gold thread in me from a long time ago, because I could have gone to another place. There are many masters. Why I came here? So this is what Master knows, because he's the power now. All the souls that go back home, they actually transfer to the same power that what we refer as God. They are the God themselves. There was a famous mystic in Iran, whose name was Mansur. Also, Master Kirpal Singh mentioned his name in his book, Mansur. And those people, people at that time executed him and actually hung him up. So he said, he used to repeat a phrase that in the translation is, I am God, I am God. Day in, day out, he said, I'm God, I'm God. At first Muslims were provoked with this, that this is disrespect to the Almighty. Then he paid no attention and said, I'm God, I'm God, as like a repeating, like a mantra. Then they killed him. They didn't realize that all of us are the same thing. It's not us, it's him.
Reflection of God.
Yeah. People make this mistake that the God is this and we are the creatures. It's all him. There is no
duality.
Yeah, duality. You mentioned that we have two eyes. That's why, this is the reason why we see everything in, we have this duality in our thinking. When the eye becomes one, the sight becomes one, then it's all one. So the whole thing is like a very beautiful picture, but it's like a puzzle that we try to find the pieces. And when you go through the pieces, you don't understand anything. But when you get further and you look at the whole picture, it was a picture, it wasn't a puzzle. I saw the pieces then. Yeah.